Since it's a new season, I figured it's time to change out some of my makeup. So let's do a full face of what I'm using now. Alright, so I just melted down some of my tint. It was running a little bit low. So I'm going to start off with my primer, and I always grab this. This is my favorite. It's the Milani BFF SPF, and it has SPF 30 in it, which is wonderful. So I'm going to use that to prime my face. And this is the look that I go to literally every single day. Unless I have something big going on, I just want to get myself ready and look presentable. I'm not going for a crazy eye look or even a basic eye look. I literally just want simple. I have barely any time to get ready because I am usually out the door with my children, heading to therapy, or we're doing schoolwork. Who knows? I am going to show you my Seint palette. So this is what I use every single day. These are the shades that I have picked out. This is my all over color, and it is Candlelit. My brightener shade is White Peach. My contour is Indigo. I like to mix these two for my bronzer, which is Tan Lines, and the Illuminizer Glow. And then for my lip and cheek, which I just use this as my cheek color, I picked Black Cherry. However, I do have 3 runner-ups that I do enjoy as well. The first one is Sangria. It's so pretty. The next shade is Sandstone, one of my tried and true. I usually go for this one, but oh gosh, it's so beautiful. And then the last one I have is Royal. Very pretty. So I'll show you a swatch of all of them. That way you can see what they look like up close. So these are the 4 swatched. This one is Black Cherry. Then we have Sangria. This one is Sandstone. And then we have Royal. These 2 here are more of a gloss, and these 2 are more of a satin, but they are gorgeous, and I absolutely love these shades. I'm going to go start with my all over shade, which is, again, Candlelit, and it's right here, and mine are hot right now, so like as you can see, I just barely dipped my brush, and it picked up a lot. That's because they're hot. So, well, not hot, but they're warm. So I'm just going to put that all over. I go for more of, I would say, a light to light medium coverage. I'm not big into medium or even heavy during the week. Like I said, if I'm going somewhere special or if I have, something planned, I will go for more of a medium or full coverage. But when it comes to just going to my children's therapy clinic or, the library or wherever we're going for the day, I just don't see the need for it, and I don't really feel like it either. So I'm just doing a light coverage just so that I have a more even base. And then I'm going to go into my contour, which again is Indigo. It's this darker shade right here. And again, it is very warm. It's very soft because of the fact that I just warmed them up. So I'm just going to apply that here. If you're newer to cream makeup, the best way I would say to apply it would be to use the dot method or the cheetah hack method. I think that is your best bet to learn how to use the correct amount of product. Otherwise, you can start with too much. Just start with the dot method. It really is the easiest way to start. I'm just doing a rough blend because I will be blending this out more with my bronzer. I know that sounds interesting or weird, but trust me, it looks good. The next shade I'm going to use is my brightener shade, which is White Peach, and I'm just going to place that where I want to be brighter. So the center of the forehead, down the nose, under my eye. Sometimes when my dark circles are really bad, I will use Frenchie, which is a lip and cheek color, to counteract my dark circles. I don't feel like they're as bad right now, and when I use it now, or like on days like this, it will look too pink. So I prefer just to use my brightener shade straight on. So if you do have dark circles, highly recommend using Frenchie. And I am going to put some on my eyelids. I use this as a primer for my eyeshadow as well. If I go too far with my contour, I'll even use a little bit of my brightener and just clean it up. But we're going to use bronzer now. And like I said, I use a mixture of Tan Lines and Glow Illuminator. So I'm just going to go into those, and I'm just picking it up like that, applying it, and then I'm just going to blend it out. For my cheek color, I'll just use my finger, which I'm not a big fan of touching makeup, but I found that this is definitely the best way for me to apply my blush. And yes, I do put it on my nose as well now. I'm going to use the same end of the brush, and I'm just going to blend that out. I absolutely love that cheek color. I think it's so pretty. I'm just going to use the blender and pounce that all in to make sure that I don't have too much product and really make sure that everything is blended. This makeup is so incredibly easy. I'm going to go ahead and use a setting spray. It's the Ruby Kisses setting spray. I've actually really been enjoying this. I'm so surprised because I didn't think I would at first because of the smell, but it doesn't smell anymore. And then I'm going to set my face, and I'm going to use 2 different powders, one that's in my compact and one that is not. I'm also going to make sure that I don't have any droplets before setting. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set using a brightener powder, and that is my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and it is in the color Brightening Translucent. I have Hit Pan. It is just, it's on its last leg, but I really like this for my under eyes and the center of my forehead. So I'm just going to set under there, and I'm also going to set my eyelids with this. Get all the creases out. Center of the forehead. I really think that it brightens those areas, and the center of my nose. So on the bottom layer of my compact, this is what I have. I have an eye brush cleaner. I have these 2 powders by Seint. I believe this one is no longer available. It is the bronzer that they had, and then this is the vanilla dust. The eyeshadows that I have are Bird, Stay Golden, and then Bright Eyes. On this top row, I have the eyeshadows Trust, Bubba, which I've hit pan, it's one of my favorites, and Drift. However, with that said, I don't use those as my eyeshadows when I'm in a hurry. I just use the bronzer. So I'm just going to pick that up, and I'm just going to buff that in from my lid just above the brow bone. And that's it. This is the most simple eye. Just enough to make me look more put together. If you want to deepen it up, you can deepen it up a little bit more. So I put that on, and then I pick up Drift, and I put that on the inner corner and my brow bone. And on top of that, to make this even faster, I will actually put on Lashify lashes Sunday night, so I don't have to worry about doing my lashes all week. And I've really been enjoying them. If I'm going to use mascara, however, I prefer my Waterproof Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. That is something else that I will keep near me. I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face using my vanilla dust. So I will just pick this up out of the compact because I don't want to pick up the rest of the colors in there. So I'm just going to use this bigger brush and set. And I do set my cheek because I don't want to get makeup on anyone. But as you can tell, you can still see the color very well because I'm not doing a heavy coating, and I'm just doing a light translucent color. For my brows, I just use my Kosas brow gel. Again, very simple, very easy to use. I don't want to do my brows early in the morning. I just want to be out the door. So I just run this through, and just like with the Seint products, if I'm gonna go somewhere nicer, or like, you know, I'm trying to impress or whatever, I will use a brow pencil first, and usually my go-to is the Kosas brow pencil. But for the most part, most days, I'm just using this brow gel. Literally the last thing that I use is this Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the color Topaz. That's it. Oh, I love this. This has the most wonderful smell. It's like vanilla. Oh, I love it. It's a very nice nude lip gloss with just a tint of a sparkle, and I just love it. That is literally everything that I do every day when I get ready, unless I have somewhere special to be. It's my everyday go-to. I'm literally ready within 10 minutes, and I just can't say enough good things. So that is what is inside my palette at this time for the fall. And I'm sure it'll be changing again here for winter because I like to go more with the reds and berries. And again, for what I use outside of my Seint Compact, it's the NYX Brightening Powder. It is Ruby Kisses Setting Spray. Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Topaz, Milani's SPF BFF, Kosas Brow Gel, and if I'm going to use mascara because I'm not wearing my lashes, then I use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in Waterproof just because it doesn't transfer onto the bottom. So that's everything. I hope you enjoyed today's quick, easy, everyday face for this fall, and that you enjoyed seeing what was inside of my compact for this season. I hope you guys have a lovely week wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.